Hello, everybody. Sorry, I didn't notice that my camera or my mic was on. Um, I'm going to be doing the second episode that came with Mirror Discovery for the anniversary, called Illusion of Communication.
Our information about events at Pavo is incomplete, but I believe the Terrans are undertaking a large-scale operation there. They have managed to coerce the planet's consciousness into serving their violent needs. Furthermore, they've turned Pavo's transmitter into a potent weapon. Time is of the essence. While the Alliance is mobilizing a larger response, we are, in effect, the first responders. It falls to us to do what we can to stop Captain Tilly and her crew before they solidify their control of Pavo. Failing to do so could be catastrophic. Ideally, we should return the Discovery and her crew to their proper time and space. Under the circumstances, removing the Terran presence from Pavo is the more immediate, logical need.
Go to the Pavo system in Beta Quadrant, stop Captain Tilly from taking over the planet, and send the ISS Discovery home. Now there's a regular SIF generator, hull healing, and then there's this. I believe it's a device, ground device. Use it, gives you plus 80 hit points, removes holds and stuns for 3 seconds. I haven't actually used it yet, so I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, here we are. Begin Illusion of Communication.
Based on my readings, I believe the Terrans have managed to alter Pavo's song. Somehow, Tilly and her crew have manipulated it into a new type of harmonic waveform. This waveform is potent enough to realign the space around the planet, shifting it to a different quantum signature. As a result, a number of interphasic rifts have opened within the system.
For what purpose?
I believe she is attempting to bring things from the mirror universe to ours. Logic suggests an invasion force, based on previous encounters with the Terran Empire. We are not the only ones interested in this behavior. The time-displaced Klingons are moving to investigate as well. Considering previous encounters, the situation could become volatile quickly.
Fight off the Klingons and scan an interphasic rift for more information. Let's deal with this before it gets out of hand. This wreckage is from a ship, a massive one. If the Terrans were trying to get reinforcements through here, it didn't work. I'm picking up life signs on several of the larger pieces of debris. Emergency life support systems are failing, however. They don't have a lot of time left. Brexit Day for the casualties. Begin transporting survivors aboard. We've rescued several survivors. The uninjured ones are being held in the brig and the casualties are in sickbay. We found several who are cocooned in mycelial threads. Apparently the wreckage passed through some kind of subspace mycelial network, and now several of the survivors are wrapped in these fungal strands. Will the cocoon one survive? Too early to tell, but indications are generally positive. Apparently, the mycelial webwork is very durable. It may have protected them from the disaster that claimed their ships. Keep me posted if their status changes. In the meantime, we need to get... Keep me posted if their status changes. In the meantime, we need to get planetside.
I have the coordinates for the science station on the planet's surface. It is logical to assume that the Terrans have taken control of the research team and the facilities. It is logical to assume that the Terrans have taken control of the research team and their facilities. Preparing for an armed response is prudent.
And I noticed that some of my bridge officers' weapons were way below mark level, so I upgraded them just before I started.
The research facility has already been attacked. We must see to the welfare of the researchers, if any survived.
We should check the shelter area. And I had the Emperor's vanity shield too from the current lockbox. And a friend of mine showed me what it looks like.
Your assistance is appreciated.
So I decided I liked it, so I put it on my ship too in case anybody noticed.
I have recovered.
My injuries are not
life-threatening. We are fortunate
life-threatening.
that the Terrans did not kill everyone. They were more concerned with our research data and equipment. Our work appears to have given the Terrans what they need to communicate with Pavo in ways we cannot. They are now able to alter the planet's consciousness, causing it to reflect their own dark nature.
We'll beam your people to safety before we deal with the Terrans.
Our security personnel should remain with us. We will need all the help we can get against the Terran forces.
A logical conclusion.
While trying to communicate with the planet, we have learned that it uses crystal matrices as transmitters. We have a small collection of crystal samples. They may be useful to re-establish the planet's normal biosphere, free from Terran influence.
Let's pick up some of those crystals before we continue.
I was able to take readings of the area. Terran technology is not subtle, especially organizer gear. I'm reading it in several nearby locations. A meadow, a riverbank, and a narrow pass. I am also reading several Terran life signs in those areas. I do not expect a warm welcome from them.
Once we've dealt with the Terrans, we can turn off the agonizers and re-establish the planet.
There is a canyon that exits to another glade of Pavan life a short distance to the south of here. Logically, the Terrans would seek out places where they can use their technology to attempt to subvert the planet.
We should keep an eye out for their devices then.
The device there, near the crystals. Disable it to interrupt the Terrans' hold on Pavo.
Okay, the reason why I'm scanning is because a friend of mine told me that there is an accolade, so I'm trying to find it. Sure everybody remembers the last mission I played. Those wonderful ambush turrets.
We should continue before the Terrans send reinforcements. Curious. I sense something. They are attempting to communicate telepathically. They are angry. Kill them! Kill them all!
Enemy targets on sensors.
Fascinating. The Terrans have used their agonizer technology to induce a state of hostility in the Pavan biosphere. It is lashing out, using its empathic powers to project its pain and rage into other living beings. If the Terrans are able to do this on a large scale, the planet could serve as a massive telepathic weapon. It would be able to subvert or kill anyone, anywhere. We should disable this technology wherever we find it in Pavo.
Why didn't the attack affect me or my officers?
An interesting question. I believe the biosphere has a stronger connection to myself and my team. It may have instinctively struck the most familiar minds first. That being said, I do not believe it will continue to exclusively attack the members of my team. Only those with the ability to harm the biosphere will be immune.
Are you able to continue on?
Yes. Now that I have experienced the psionic attack, I can take steps to shield my mind against it. The security officers, on the other hand, do not have my level of training in the mental arts. It would not be logical for them to continue on with us.
Very well. We'll beam the security team up to the ship.
It seems that in addition to using their agonizer technology on the planet itself, the Terrans are blocking access to the central pillar with force fields in selected areas. Doubtless they wish to prevent interference in their captain's plans.
We need to disable those force fields and stop their captain.
And here you are, alive and kicking. Well, bravo!
It is illogical for you to continue, Captain. Whatever you are doing to Pavo needs to end.
Ah, the famous Vulcan logic. Get it straight. Pavo and I, we're just getting started. Oh, and that part about sending my best at you? I lied.
Enemy target on sensors.
Why don't I give you a little taste of my big gun?
Disable the controls to the left before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
I can do this all day. You? Not so much. Time's up. Ready to die?
Disable the controls to the right before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave.
Am I down your throat? No. You're about to. Now this will be a real treat. Permit me.
Disable the controls behind the spire before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of something.
You just got to my last nerve and jumped all over it. Well, this is definitely not how I saw this ending. You know it's only a matter of time before we beat you, right? You don't have the stomach to stop us. But we're more than capable of ending you. And I intend to make that happen
That seems unlikely. Your campaign of terror here is over, Captain.
Oh, I'm not done yet, Vulcan. Till next time, you assholes.
Fascinating. Interesting. She somehow used Pavo's transmitter as a long-range transporter. Tilly could be anywhere in the quadrant now. If we are fortunate, we might find further clues among the Terran equipment. They did go to considerable trouble to arrange this site.
We should check their gear by the spire.
I think we have found all we can here.
Now, before I do any of this, I want to try to find
I think we... I think we have found all we can.
There it is. Stashed behind the mirror. Mark 14, crit times 2. That's a heck of a thing.
I think we have found all we can here. It may be advisable to return to your vessel so that we can deal with the situation in local space. Now that you have secured the research preserve, we must find a way to return the remaining Terrans and their vessel to their proper time and space.
Recommendations?
We can use the ion storm to send Discovery back. Specially modified probes can amplify the storm in specific locations. This can generate a localized ion effect and open a gateway to the proper point in space and time.
Convincing Discovery to enter that could be difficult.
Indeed, especially given the Terran predilection for hostility.
Shields up, fire to disable.
Pointless. As much as it pains me to say this, we surrender. What are your terms?
Stand down. You need to return to your proper time and place.
Fine by me. Tilly slinked off to parts unknown and left us to die. I'm the captain now, and I say send us back if you can.
Very well. Return to your initial entry point and don't try any more tricks.
Your display has been updated with locations to place probes around Discovery. Once the probes are in place, they will trigger an ion flare to open the gateway that will take Discovery back.
Easier said than done.
Agreed. The time-displaced Klingons are still out there, and they have shown a distinct interest in destroying the Discovery, along with all of us.
Right. Helm, take us to the launch points. Tactical, keep watching for Klingons.
Keep those Klingon ships off us!
The beacon of Kalis.
Ion storm intensifying. Soon it will ship Discovery to any ships near us.
Shields won't last long. This is enough. We're ready to leave. Now! What's the holdup? This is Discovery. We're moving into position. We better get those Klingons off our back. Otherwise, this is gonna be a real short trip.
Shields are critical! We're losing them!
Emergency power to shields. Now!
Somad to Discovery. Prepare for transit. Probes are in position. Activating in 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The ion storm has cleared, and we're receiving standard readings from Pavo. It's broadcasting its song as normal. No aberrations, no distress calls. It would seem things are returning to a calm, peaceful level.
That's good news.
Once the research team is able to resume their duties, we will begin to analyze the impact of agonizer technology on the Pavan ecosystem. Considering what we have just witnessed, it will be logical to make sure Tilly and her crew didn't leave any unexpected surprises on the planet as well. For now, I believe we can safely depart the system.
That was a real good close-up shot of what my ship looks like with the Terran, or the Emperor's Vanity Shield from the new Emperor's lockbox. Let's turn this in.
It will take some time to evaluate the impact of the Terran occupation of Pavo. The agonizer technology they used to manipulate the planetary biosphere was invasive and damaging. I am concerned about the effect it had upon the Pavan ecology, and how that will affect future attempts at interaction with the planet. The fact that Captain Tilly remains at large is troubling. Her technological prowess and propensity for violence should make her presence in this time quite disruptive. Should she acquire current technology and return to her own time, it is possible that she will rewrite history as we know it, turning our universe into one more like her own, if not worse. In the meantime, we both have our duties to attend to. It has been agreeable working with you. Live long and prosper.
Okay, I'm gonna take this Pavan healing crystal.
Congratulations, Admiral.
You have earned your first captain.
Sorry about all the pop-ups. I did notice something from... I watched Timberwolf do a playthrough of Parapism. And I noticed that since my character's Discovery character, Captain Tilly, had an extra line of dialogue for Discovery tunes, you know, when she mentioned something about, you know, killing me over, you know, disagreeing on who should take command after Captain Schaefer was killed. That's only for Discovery characters, because I noticed when Timberwolf did his, that dialogue wasn't in there. So, good little tidbit there. I'm going to transport to Seoul so I can kind of show off this Emperor's vanity shield. I apologize. I've been having a hard time loading systems lately. Alright, so if you look at it, you got orange on the warp nacelles, orange over the impulse engines. You know, some things are highlighted very well in blue. Normally there's a red ring around here. There isn't. There's some little panels there if you can see them. You know, and then, you know, the deflector area is orange. You know, the bridge area is bright blue. But if you take the shield off, this is the normal Shenzhou. I'm not sure why that. There it goes. Now it was red. And that's a big Miracle Worker chip. Okay. So, there you go. Now you can see how this is like a light purple. That's, you know, like a beige. And then the warp engine line is red and impulse engines are red, you know. But when you put that back on, it looks like this. So I tend to think it makes it look more like it was from the Mirror Universe. You know, look at those panels, like the Aztecing. You know, that's actually pretty nice. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, that, you know, you can see the difference. You know, I was trying to find pictures and stuff online, you know, of the shield, but since it just came out yesterday, there wasn't anything available. A friend of mine bought it, put it on, showed it to me, and I liked it, so I went ahead and put it on my T6 Walker here. Plus, you know, my weapons, you know, my phaser weapons from the new lockbox and whatnot. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the 2 new missions for Mirror of Discovery as part of our, you know, Discovery, you know, expansion, you know, happening, you know, chunks at a time. So, I think it's going good, giving us ongoing story, you know, instead of putting it all at once. So, at any rate, hope you guys enjoyed it, and as soon as any more Discovery, you know, like content comes out, I'll be recording it. Thank you.